There's a hole in Siberia so deep that if you dropped a stone, it would take 40 seconds to hit the bottom. That's if it even does. For 24 years, Soviet scientists drilled straight into the Earth's crust, 9 miles down, deeper than the deepest ocean trench. And when they finally stopped, it wasn't because they ran out of money. They stopped because they heard something. Screaming. Welcome back to the Curiosity Beast, where we explore the mysteries hiding beneath our feet. This is part 1 of our descent into the scariest holes on Earth. Today we're diving into the Kola Superdeep Borehole, the Devil's Sinkhole, and the Great Blue Hole of Belize. And I promise you, what's inside these holes is far more terrifying than you expect. Let's start with the deepest hole humanity has ever drilled. The Kola Superdeep Borehole. In 1970, Soviet scientists launched one of the most ambitious scientific experiments ever attempted. Their goal was simple and insane. Drill as deep into the Earth as possible. They wanted to see what was really down there, to test models of the planet's interior, to go where no human ever had. They built a massive drilling rig on the Kola Peninsula near the Norwegian border. And for nearly a quarter of a century, they drilled, day after day, year after year. The drill bit spinning thousands of times per minute, grinding through solid rock. By 1989, they reached 12,262 meters, about 7.6 miles deep. To put that in perspective, stack 4 Mount Everests on top of each other, and the hole would still be deeper. It remains the deepest man-made hole on Earth, and it's still there today. Abandoned, rusting, sealed with a heavy metal cap bolted shut, like something they were afraid might crawl back out. But here's where things got strange. At around 7 miles down, temperatures spiked far beyond expectations. Scientists predicted about 100 degrees Celsius. Instead, they measured 180 degrees Celsius, hot enough to instantly boil water. Drill bits began to melt. Equipment failed. Progress slowed to a crawl. Then they found water. Miles underground, where water was never supposed to exist. Hydrogen and oxygen trapped in microscopic cracks of ancient rock, squeezed out by unimaginable pressure. But that still wasn't why the project ended. After the Soviet Union collapsed, rumors surfaced, reports claiming the drilling crew heard sounds coming from the borehole. Not mechanical noises, not the drill. Something else. Drop a comment. Do you believe the Kola borehole stories? Or is it just Cold War mythology? Now, let's be clear. The Screaming from Hell story exploded in the 1990s through email chains and conspiracy forums. Most scientists agree it's fiction. But this is not. The Kola borehole shattered everything we thought we knew about Earth's interior. The rock layers were wrong. The temperatures were far higher than predicted, and water existed where it had no business being. The project officially ended in 1992 when funding vanished. Today, the site sits silent. A sealed cap, rusted metal, and 9 miles of darkness beneath it. Now let's move from man-made horror to something natural. Texas. The Devil's Sinkhole is a vertical cave in Edwards County. It's 400 feet deep, about a 40-story building, and only 50 feet wide at the opening. You stand at the edge and look down, and you see nothing. Just blackness. Native Americans avoided it. Spanish explorers named it the Devil's Sinkhole and refused to go near it. And once you know what's inside, you understand why. Drop a rock down the hole, and you'll hear it bounce off the walls, echoing, until the sound vanishes. But the truly terrifying part happens at sunset. Every evening, millions of bats erupt from the darkness. Mexican free-tailed bats, between 3 and 4 million of them, spiral out of the hole in a massive living column that looks like smoke rising from the earth itself. They roost at the bottom during the day. And down there, the floor is buried under meters of bat guano. The air is toxic, filled with ammonia and suffocating gases from decomposing organic matter. If you fell in, the fall wouldn't kill you. You'd suffocate. Or drown in guano. And no one would retrieve you. Reaching the bottom requires special permits, expert climbers, and a very good reason. Only a handful of people have ever gone down there. They describe it as one of the most hostile environments on Earth. The Great Blue Hole. Now let's go underwater. Belize. From above, the Great Blue Hole looks stunning, a perfect circle of deep blue surrounded by turquoise reef. It's 300 meters wide and 125 meters deep, and one of the most famous dive sites in the world. But divers who go deep tell a different story. The Blue Hole is a collapsed cave system that once sat above sea level. When the Ice Age ended and oceans rose, the cave flooded. The ceiling collapsed, leaving behind a massive underwater shaft. The first 30 meters are calm, bright, full of fish. Sunlight pours down. Then you cross the thermocline. The water temperature drops suddenly, the light fades, the fish disappear. Below that is the dead zone. Almost no oxygen, no plants, no life, just endless blue darkness. At the bottom, enormous stalactites hang from the cave ceiling, stone formations that formed in open air thousands of years ago, now trapped in permanent blackness. And then there's the hydrogen sulfide layer. At around 90 meters, a toxic cloud hangs in the water like white fog. One equipment failure down there, and you're not coming back up. Several divers have died in the blue hole. Their bodies remain below, preserved by cold, oxygen-poor water. Some say if you go deep enough, you'll see them, floating, motionless, frozen in time. If you're still watching, make sure you subscribe because part 2 goes even darker. We're heading to the gates of hell, the well of souls, and a hole so deep, we're not sure it even has a bottom. So what have we learned? The Kola borehole proved Earth's interior is hotter and stranger than we imagined. The Devil's Sinkhole is a toxic pit filled with millions of bats and deadly air. And the Great Blue Hole is an underwater grave where some divers never return. And these are just the beginning. Comment part 2 if you're ready to go deeper. And tell me, which hole terrified you the most? The drill hole in Russia? The bat pit in Texas? Or the underwater grave in Belize? The Curiosity Beast is all about exploring the places most people are too afraid to go. If you love content that makes you question what's lurking beneath your feet, subscribe, hit the bell, and join our community. Because down there in the darkness, the Earth is hiding secrets, and we're going to find them. Thanks for watching, stay curious, and I'll see you in part 2.